Alright, it's been a while. Okay, today we are going to do some level design. Alright, let me just set up the vertical stream. Okay, Alright, setting up the vertical stream. Alright, we're ready. Perfect. Alright, so today we are going to do some level design. Okay, so we're actually going to do the hard work instead of focusing on like pretty assets and making things look beautiful. It's time to make things functional and actually make a game. Okay, this is going to be the desert environment, and we are going to be focusing on this area today, which is going to be the industrial zone. Very cool area. And we are going to be focusing on a even smaller area, which is going to be inside one of these modules. Okay. So this RPG engine template, it's some kind of like espionage, kind of like Metal Gear Solid kind of template. It has some like survival elements to it. It has stealth and cameras and stuff like that. So the idea is to create some kind of game like that using this template. Hey, how's it going? Dude, I tested the audio for like an hour or something. Let me check on my phone. Yeah, I tested the audio like extensively. Let me check on my phone. Yeah, I tested the audio like extensively. Yeah, it's a little bit too loud. Like the difference between my voice and the music, it's okay, but overall it's a little bit too loud. You're right. Okay, let me think about this. So super deceiving. Like I was recording myself to test the audio. Let's give it a try. I think it's fine. Let's check the voice. It's a little bit less loud. Now my voice is too low. Okay. Yeah, I think now it's a little better. I just probably need to push up my voice. Okay, let's test. Music can be a little lower. Okay, let's test. Okay, let's test. Music can be a little lower. Wow, this sounds totally different from my recordings. That's strange. Music can be a little lower. Okay, I think it's a little better now. Okay, let's test. I appreciate it. Test, test, test. Let's test, test, test. Wow, this sounds totally different from my recordings. That's strange. Okay, I think it's better now. Damn, it's kind of hard to get the right combination. I appreciate it. Okay, let's see. Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Test. Now the music is too low. I guess. Minus 20. Also, the stream is way behind. Okay, minus 25. Minus 25. Minus 25, let's see, minus 25. Okay, minus 25. Maybe a little lower. Damn. Okay, well, let's continue. All right, so let's check what I got. Your typical bunch of tunnels. Typical bunch of tunnels, but we need to make this interesting. And also the enemies are way too easy to kill. way too easy to kill. I want these enemies to be more like the Forever Winter, like more like harder, so like a little bit like even scary. You don't really want to face them. These are like very easy. And also the stealth system, it's like very kind of funny. Like I can just go invisible and run super fast, which doesn't make sense. I need to have some constraints for the speed of the character. And also set up the enemies so I can like get discovered when I get close to them. For example, like I can walk to his face and like nothing happens. That's kind of funny. He should be like, and get me discovered. Now you're going to optimize. Ghosting is there? Is it an intense mode? Yeah, the stealth. You mean like the character looks? It just kind of like I need to set it up properly. It's because the Paragon materials are very complex, so I couldn't set it up properly. But I do want to make it like, you know, so the opacity goes not to 0 when she goes into stealth mode. Want to make it like the, you know, make her walk slower, because definitely doesn't make sense. I like the fact that these electric bullets electrocute me as well, so that's nice. Oh, I forgot. I haven't streamed in a little bit. I need to open my other chat. Is this from the last time? Oh, no, okay. Okay, cool. So yeah, yeah, right now it's just a matter of checking, making a cool map. I wanna add like harder enemies, so let's do that stuff. Oh, you mean the camera disappearing when you get too close to a wall? I need to add that, because it blocks the view, you know. It becomes very hard to see. So we have this easy enemy and we have this ranged one. Okay, let me make a copy of this one. Actually, let's see if we can actually make a drone. It's not really a drone, it's just kind of like the visuals of it. Let's see if we have the drone here in the Infiltrator demo. Yeah, these ones. Okay, so we got these guys right here, and we got these other ones. Are these the same? Yeah, I guess they're the same. So let's try to find this guy and put it there. Oh yeah, we got a lot of ghosting. Yeah, that's something I'm not gonna worry about. for now. Yeah, right now the visuals are not important, to be honest. The most important thing for now it's the gameplay, trying to make a fun level. Yeah, worrying about visuals at this point, I realized that it's a big issue. Like you kind of want to know, how things might look like and stuff, but definitely don't want to be focusing on visuals right now. You want to make something fun first, then you can make it look good. It's I think that makes more sense. Alright, so let's change this guy right here. Just gonna add this drone right there. Oh, it's huge. Okay. 0.35. Okay. Okay, maybe a little bigger, 0.4. Let's give the illusion that this guy is flying, but it's just kind of like walking. And another thing that we should probably do to make this work, I believe, is to copy the sockets so he can actually receive damage. Let's try this guy out. Well, I'm getting lost in this map already. Huge labyrinth. Alright, I'm gonna find my weapon, which should be somewhere around, whoop, right here. I'm gonna move it to this room. Might make them super big so I don't lose them. Yeah, like I said, I'm not focusing on visuals right now. I don't really care about visuals right now. It just drags the whole process. Right now I'm, thinking about what is this game going to be about, how is it gonna play. Okay, that's kind of scary, a drone, and those are a little harder. I got electrocuted. Alright, that's good. That's good. I'm dying more. That's important. If we make it too easy, it's boring. Oh, okay, I'm getting drops, frame drops. It's something with the lights. Shadow virtual, 1 pass projection max per pixel. Something's going on with these lights causing too much. Too much issues. Okay, that's a problem. You see, getting too close to the wall, boop, we cannot see. That's a problem. Some weapons, when they have a scope, you can go into first person. I do like that a lot, changing from third to first. Also, these weapons, like when you shoot, they don't hit, like not all the bullets hit the target, so you have like a percentage that doesn't hit. And especially on the drone, that happens because we are missing some sockets. So to fix that, I need to open this thing and I need to go to Manny, and I wanna find this guy right here, and I want to see the sockets. So we're gonna get this. So we have this, we have two bones for this guy. We have the pivot, we have the root. Let's put everything to the root. Okay, we got this. We probably don't need those, but let's just add all of them. Especially the spine ones. Those are the ones that actually receive damage. There you go. Head, mask. No, these ones are not the ones. But I'm gonna copy them anyways. Okay, we got stuck. There you go. Root. There you go. And double check spine. No sockets in the spine. Huh. Let's see. Oh, there you go. BF, big damage. Extra life. Boop, boop. Okay, I think we got those. Big. BF, big damage. Okay, I think we got them all. Now, if I shoot the drone, it should receive the bullets and react to the damage. go to sleep. I appreciate it. Alright, let's see how it feels now that we actually added the sockets. Gonna check the audio. Way better. Yeah, I think it's way better now. Also, the music is a little bit more chill. Yeah, I've been making a lot of I've been like generating a lot of music with Suno AI, just the free version. Checking out if I can do some. That works way better. The gun is kind of floating, but we need to move that socket so it actually looks like the bullets are going to come from the drone. Okay, that drone is way stronger. Okay, yeah, these medium enemies, these come from Lyra. Yeah, these are way harder. Yeah, I'm going for like the Forever Winter kind of feeling of like enemy difficulty, like meaning that you need to kind of like avoid them in most of the time, because it doesn't really make sense to go and fight them. And the health regeneration is just too fast. I don't like that. Come on, poof, and I need to make them explode after. That would be awesome. I need to see if I can put the audio of the game into the stream. Unfortunately, I don't know if my video capture card it's messed up or I set up wrong the OBS or something, because the audio sounds very strange, like kind of like distorted. Probably I messed up the settings or something. Alright, that drone is kinda cool. I like the drone. Alright. This is the hard part, like are we actually going to work on the level or we are actually going to play the level? Which you kinda need to do anyways, but it's a hard balance between playing too much and working. Because if you just only play without making any changes, doesn't really make sense. So we have this thing here. I want to go up this thing, this let's say catwalk. I need to go up somehow, because if I fall down, it doesn't really make sense that I cannot get back to it. So I kind of wanna, yeah, I'm gonna add this traverse on everything thing very soon. So I will be able to traverse on all meshes that just by adding a collision channel. So let's see. Now I need to do these dumb boxes, place these boxes everywhere, because these boxes are the one that actually have the thing, the logic for me to be able to climb up. Okay, so now we have a way up. I actually have ladders as well, so I'm going to add some ladders and see. Okay, this music is a little bit more intense. I think the audio is fine. Damn, audio is super hard. It's the hardest thing. I always get it wrong. Every time I work with audio, I get it wrong. That's gonna be fun to add some very cool sound design to this. It's funny because the close-up fighting, the melee, is just it's very intense. Like it doesn't make sense for me to be able to like, I mean, just kill these guys easier with bare hands than actually with guns. It doesn't really make sense at all. I need to like reduce the damage that the character does by melee attacks, and also they get stunned, and it's way easier. But some of them explode, so they can kill you. That's kind of interesting. Okay, if I go up here, I still not able to get up there without the double jump, which is not in the intention. Let's see what's the maximum height for. Oh my god. It's funny, like when you start getting lost in your own level. Max height for this, I think it's, yeah, I think this is the max height. That means that let's see. Okay, let's try something like that. think now I should be able to get up there. I do like the parkour kind of like traversable thing. It's just very nice. Like I do enjoy that a lot. I appreciate it. To be honest, yeah, level design. It's very hard. I mean, there's no way to actually get it right, but to just do it until it's right. You kind of need to test and test and play and test and test and play. I mean, I don't see other way. You can like try to copy other games that you really like, but still like it's damn, it's hard. Like I'm not sure if like a super professional veteran level designer could say, yeah, I can make a level in this amount of time. I don't think that exists. Like he needs to go through this like experimental process. There's no way to just get it like in a specific amount of time. It's different from like a character artist or an animator. They will be like, yeah, this will take me around 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But a level designer is like, oh Jesus, I mean, I cannot really tell you how much it will take me. Maybe somebody very, very experienced might be able to estimate a time, but still it depends on the game mechanics and what you really want to achieve in each level. It takes a lot of thought process. Okay, let's see. We have this little bump in here that I don't like. That really breaks the flow. Let's see what we can do here. So let's bring them down a little bit. We need to respect that measurement so we can actually work with that. Yeah, a little bit messy, but that's the goal. Like I've been, focusing on the visuals, testing a lot of assets and figuring out like how things are going to look, but it doesn't really matter. I think making things look nice, it's not the easiest, but it should not be a priority. Unless you're going for a cinematic or something. Alright, let's see this one. Okay, now I can get up there. So, I wanna see. What happens if I add more enemies. Yeah. The lighting. You see, like I'm an artist and I'm a 3D artist, and I'm always thinking about like the look of things, and that just really drags me down like a lot. For example, the lighting and stuff, it's too much, too bright, too friendly. Okay, here we have access to the whole platform, and that's not restricting the player. We need to restrict the player. This is not really working out. So to restrict the player here, I'm gonna make this one a little bit taller, so we have some blockage right there, and we're gonna close this gap right here as well by putting a little door or something like that. These doors actually, like, they emit some very cool smoke when they open, and they make some very cool sounds, but for some reason it did not got migrated. Kind of ridiculous way to. Push that door. Alright, let's see. Okay, that's more restrictive. I do like that. Yep, no need to close that gap. This very high ceiling brings me memories of Control, that game where you were in a office, like in a police bureau, something like that, and it was like a brutalist architecture, like very high ceilings, all concrete. That was very cool. Really enjoyed that game. Okay, just gonna respect a little bit this height. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna, once I get this working nicely, I'm going to build it all in modules of 1 meter. So it's gonna be like all cubes. So everything kind of like fits a little bit nicer. Okay, now we have that restriction there. The patrol paths for the enemies, those are going to be very interesting. I need to set them up so we always have like enemies coming from different areas. Oh, do they actually activate the doors? Oh, that's kind of interesting. This door goes up, which is kind of funny. So it blocks the other path. That's kind of funny. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Okay, we got that. Yeah, hopefully my neighbor is not gonna do too much noise. He's been doing some construction. Okay, let's see. So I could add some handrails, but I don't really feel like it. This AI is just like saluting you. That's kind of ridiculous. Absolutely getting rid of that. What? Yeah, the stealth mode. Yeah, I need to adjust that one a lot. I still want to get like, seen, even if I'm stealth. I'm thinking like, should I add laser guns? Because the fact of like ammunition also is very interesting. The fact that you need to, actually, like for example, if I grab this other gun, it has only 7 bullets. So it's I do like this a lot, changing from third to first person, and so the kind of like view from the scope, it's kind of very bad. Yeah, so I ran out of ammo very quickly, and I do like that idea of like kind of like scavenging for things, a little bit like the Forever Winter again, like, because this gun that I have here, it has 10,000 bullets, which doesn't make sense. So it's kind of cool. Makes the game a little bit more interesting, because you need to go and find ammunition. We got some crazy superhero attacks. Yeah, this guy is way too high for the melee attacks. Alright, so let's see what we got. Okay. Again, too much playing. Okay. And that's just a little room right there. Wow. That's too much space. Okay, definitely we can add different combinations. These long corridors, I'm adding like as much levels as possible so you can go up. I do want to add those like ventilation chambers where you can like kind of like crouch and go, but also I want to see if I'm going too crazy with the amount of levels I got here, the amount of floors. This song, it's very nice. This one I like a lot. Sounds a lot like we can play this like very low in the background. It does remind me of some songs from the Forever Winter. Alright, let's see. Hey, how's it going? I'm working on the level design. Finally trying to think about what the game is going to be. I separated the swamp from the desert, so super happy. And now I'm working on this industrial area, trying to add some enemies and see what the first mission is going to be. Yeah, this template really has like a lot of functionality similar to Metal Gear Solid, some kind of like espionage game. So I do want to make something like that. That's what I'm kind of like seeing. That's what I'm thinking. Like how can I use this template in the best way possible? And I think that's what it really offers. So I'm making this bunch of rooms here. Okay, let's do some restriction again. Here I think I'm gonna add more of this to block those views. It's kind of funny because I wanna make it like kind of like Metal Gear, which is like very kind of like hiding around and like, but also it will be cool to, play some metal music and do some kind of like doom like thing. I I would like to have both of those worlds, a little bit like in the Forever Winter, like you need to be very stealth. Hey Wicked, how's it going? Hey Renee. A little bit like the Forever Winter, where like you need to be very careful because there's this bunch of enemies that fight each other, so you need to be like, you need to hide and kind of like just pick up what you can after they like the other enemies kill each other. But there are moments where you can really go crazy and just like when you are near the destruction point, you can like really do some crazy stuff because you know that you can always go to the destruction point and leave. So it's kind of funny. I do like that. So I would really like the make this. So you need to really hide from some enemies, a little bit like I'm bringing a lot of reference that might be a little bit too far from each other, but like that feeling from Alien Isolation where you just need to hide from this enemy, but there are other enemies you can kill. I do want to have some mechs that you definitely cannot kill. You need to just hide from them. Hey Bruno, how is it going? This is the same project. Same project. Yeah, this is the desert environment. I separated the swamp from the desert because I was having some issues with the swamp. I still want to make the swamp as a different level, so I was thinking to build a portal. So you do some missions in here, you build a portal, and then you are able to teleport yourself to the swamp environment. That's going to reduce cost in performance, and that's going to allow for me to, it's gonna be a little bit easier for the sandstorm, the weather effects, the how do you call this stuff, the skybox. So I can have another skybox for the swamp and stuff. And yeah, I've been experimenting with Errant Landscapes, the plugin. You can get it for free for 30 days trial, and you can just build your world in 30 days, and then you just don't need to pay it. But if you do want to pay it, it's like $70, which is not bad for the amount of things you can do with the Errant Landscapes. It's a little complex to do very specific things. I was trying to do some very specific things, and then I was like, yeah, let's just work with it. For example, I was trying to flatten down some areas, and I was trying to learn how to, for example, flatten this thing here, but not the outside, to still get like this kind of like cool edges and stuff. So definitely still need to learn a lot from it, but very cool plugin. So yeah, now I'm working on the level design, trying to make this area, the industrial area. So we have like this kind of big wall that I was thinking like maybe I can elevate a little bit more, because I do like this kind of like very big shapes of concrete. But yeah, really trying to do something playable. I also been this is Unreal Engine 5. Yeah, it's been a while. I've been doing builds and stuff. Like I got my builds here. So this is this it's the game already built, and I've been doing multiplayer tests and stuff, and just really trying to test all the elements that I need to accomplish this project, and that also gives me a lot of confidence and be like, okay, I tested the multiplayer, okay, I tested the map, I tested how big the map needs to be, I tested the loading times, oh, I know how crazy can I go with the detail in the map, and so yeah, really, it's been a lot of testing. I tested a lot of assets, so now I know like what I'm going to use. And yeah, it's been kind of interesting. Now I just need to make a cool level and cool missions and make it fun, which is super hard. Yeah, these enemies are a little bit too easy. Yeah, this is just gray boxing, really trying to follow the design principle of like make it work first, make it beautiful later. I mean, I went to a design school. Like I need to kind of like apply these things because it makes sense. I've been focusing a lot in the visuals, which is kind of nice, but I mean, I'm making a game. I'm not making a pretty render or cinematic. I'm actually making something interactive, so I need to really step away from the making look like the look of things, making things look pretty, and like actually, you know, let's make something that works, which is the hard part of things. But thankfully I got this template, and I got people that can help me out, like Weber, the developer of the RPG engine. It's been very helpful, and I got another friend, Bleak, who is also helping me a lot. Damn, these enemies are super hard. I bought Bad Decisions coursework a few weeks ago. Bad Decisions coursework. I'm not sure. Is that like a specific course? Wow, now it looks super dark in here. What happened? I do like it. You know, the change in light. Again, I'm focusing on the art side of things. I'm like, damn. I mean, lighting is very important anyways in level design as well. It guides the player. For example, in Doom, you need to keep like, I mean, they had this philosophy where every level had this texture. So you know you're in the first floor because you have this texture in the floor. You know you're in the second floor because you have this texture on the second floor. And it really like makes the player know where he's standing, and it's easier for the player not to get lost with this principle, which is very nice, and I'm definitely going to apply it. For example, every time we go up, we're gonna have these catwalks, so we know that we are above the main floor. But then I have like another 10,000 floors, so I need to figure that out. Oh, Bad Decisions YouTube channel. Oh, nice. I need to check it out. I need to check it out. So yeah, yeah, level design. Absolutely, yeah. Crazy thing. It's something that yeah, you need to kind of like experiment with it until you really like what you have. I've been looking on YouTube like a bunch of like level design videos, And it's kind of funny. Like this, there's this YouTuber. I forgot the name. I need to pull it up. And he talks about all the different types of level design there is, and there's not much. There's actually not much that you can base your level in, but yeah, I do. I think I'm gonna sit down and kind of like study the maps of Metal Gear Solid 2 and Batman Arkham Asylum. I did enjoy that game a lot. Like the fact that you can go up and hide from enemies and like ambush them, and like if you go too crazy, like you might be able to make it, but most of the time you just die because you are facing too many enemies. Kind of want to make it like that. And for the open lands, for example, for the outside, I want to have like these huge drones that you need to kind of like hide from and stuff. That, yeah. It's kind of scary to say these things out loud. Because these things are very, very hard to achieve. But, well, let's see, what can we do? EVE Online, nice. Is that like about spaceships and stuff? And like is it like a multiplayer? I think I heard like a scandal that happened. Like I think like, are you able to like sell game items for like real money or something like that? I think I heard something about that game a couple of maybe months ago. Oh, okay, so it's against the game policy. A little bit like buying gold in World of Warcraft kind of thing. Which is crazy. That thing still... it's a thing. For example, all these things are like an opacity texture, which gives this very ugly look. Also, it's stretched, so we need to actually make this with real geometry, so we don't get this a lot of flickering and like a lot of artifacts. I need to think what's the best way. Maybe just a plane. To get some nice look on that. But again, that's not very important right now. Okay, I wanna check what happens if I add a ladder. I had a very cool ladder somewhere in my other level. Yeah, I've been updating this RPG engine from version to version, so I have my main version in another project. I know we have different types of doors. Simple door, lock door with a code. This is kind of cool. I mean, it looks kind of funky, but we can make it look nice. The door is locked with a key, typical key door. It takes a few seconds to open. This is nice because you can get killed while opening these like very heavy doors. Okay, ladder. Okay, so is this... Okay, it's one piece. Okay, let's see if we can push it somewhere here. I know there's an option to make this a little bit bigger. Segments. Nice. Very simple to find. I like that. But we don't want to make it too tall because there's some issues with the animation. It's kind of funny. I'm gonna show you. It kind of breaks the character when it goes up. That's something definitely needs some work. I should probably make a data layer for the desert town. We don't really need to load that right now. You see, everything you add, like, it makes it load a little slower. Takes a very long time to actually... Oh, you see how it breaks the whole thing? Takes a very long time to load. I mean, everything you add just makes it longer. So what can we do here? I think, yeah, desert town. Okay, so we're gonna open the data layer, outliner. We're gonna look for the data layer, desert town. We're gonna clear everything that is inside that data layer. Select all descendants, desert town, arena, desert town. So this folder, select all descendants. We're gonna clear it in case there's anything there, and then we're gonna add it and make it unloaded and hide it and add it. It should disappear from here. So it's no longer loaded in the level. Hey, how's it going? Alright, let's see. So we're gonna unload that. Yeah. Every enemy, every effect you add, like you really need to think about it. Thankfully, the landscape, it's very light. And using this Errand Landscape plugin, instead of putting a bunch of meshes, you can really get away with these kind of mountains and details. Wow, that's taking a little bit. Hey. But it's nice to just unload it. Let's check the audio. Yeah, I think I found a nice audio combination. I like that. Alright, let's unload this desert town. Do I have anything else opened? Nothing very important. Wow. Okay, we got stuck. So yeah, I was looking for level design stuff. Where is it? And I found this image right here. This is some documentation I was going through. So I found this image. The quality, it's very tough, but this is what I want. Like a bunch of levels. This just looks so nice. It's very blurry, but that's kind of what I want. Like, and it's a little bit like of a pyramid kind of thing. You can like, for example, the first floor is bigger than the second and the first, and it goes like that. So this is kind of like what I'm going for. I'm not sure what game is this, where this comes from. Maze, Doom and Wolfenstein games. Okay, Doom. Yeah, I kind of felt like it. Yeah, this is some Doom style level design. All right, are we still stuck? Oh Jesus, my God. Okay, doesn't seem like it. Okay, well. Data layers giving me problems again. Okay. Okay, you have your open world stuff. Oh, it looks so simple. It's not simple at all. I need to make more drawings. This is cool because like I can come up with like a bunch of modules that I really like and then just like snap them together, and in the future make a drawings are the best, like definitely that's the way. So I can break this into like different segments and then like have a PCG randomize this to make like this procedural dungeon stuff for like, not for all the game, but for like different let's say dungeons or instances. For example, every like for example, a huge ship just falls down into the desert and you go inside the ship and it's different. Then you log in 1 or 2 days and the ship is gone. It was basically totally dismantled by scrappers and whatever. But then you get another ship and you go inside and it's different again inside. That could be very cool, using this kind of like modular kind of pieces. But again, Thinking a little bit too ahead of myself, going a little bit too ahead. Oh my god, okay. Jesus, what happened here? It's kind of weird because usually when Unreal doesn't want to respond, it tells you like not responding. But I don't see. Oh, is it actually thinking? Yes, good job, Unreal, good job. Yeah. yeah, I'm just trying to prove myself. What can I achieve to keep me motivated? Because when you go like too far away, and then you start like realizing that each enemy, each thing that you add, each character skin, each little weapon that you add is just a bunch of issues, it's like it becomes very overwhelming. So really, again, like the principles of design, like keep it small, keep it simple, try to do something very tiny but do it well. That's the thing, and it's very hard to apply these principles. Okay, we have the infiltrator demo. I think we can also create a data layer from this, so we don't need to load it, which I already have in trader map. Let's push it there. Thankfully I have all these in folders and it's very easy to kind of like deal with. This was a serious pain to merge from to bring from the original Epic Games project to this project. That was tough. Okay, all of this, we're gonna make sure that it's not here. Just in case, let's clear it. Okay, cool. Now, let's bring it there. This is very optimized. I'm sure it's gonna be way faster. Okay, let's hide it. Gone. Good job. Benito. Okay. Let's see. Okay, cool. Now we don't have the huge thing. The desert town, we don't have the infiltrator map. Now it's gonna load a little bit nicer, a little bit faster. Another thing that might improve loading times. Oh, come on. I've been rendering a lot in this computer for work, so I think it's becoming a little slower. I think I might need to get myself another GPU soon. I've been like beating this computer up too much. This PCG graph also. Let's clear it. Gone. Just making sure I didn't make it into a stamp. That's nice. Because if you want to bake your PCG graph, you cut the link from the graph to the actual spawn PCG, and it becomes just an instance, a bunch of instances. So sometimes I press that option instead of actually just clearing the PCG, which basically disappears the thing. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Loading times should be a little faster. Wow. Ooh, around 10 seconds or something. It became way slower for some reason. I didn't add anything that heavy. I don't know why is it taking longer. I added the drone. Yeah, these questions like yeah, you need to be very experienced to understand actually what's going on behind the thing. I'm getting some errors right there, like, hey, your lights are messing up, your virtual shadows are wrong. Jesus, this drone is tough. Oh, is that guy shooting through the wall? That's not good. That's not good. Oh yeah, that's not good. That's very strange. I believe there's a physical material that I need to add to the wall so the bullets don't go through, and they actually break, not break, but give the illusion of a decal, and like, you know, these little pieces of kind of like broken concrete and stuff. I believe that that's a physical material that does not allow the bullet to go through. Alright, that's good. Okay. Also, the spawning, when you spawn a little bit above the ground, so you spawn in another platform. That's something I need to change. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just using a bunch of templates. Well, this is called the RPG template. These are the free Paragon character, and yeah, I'm just trying to build something. I've done a couple original things here and there, but mostly just kit bashing, like trying to build a Lego. Okay, here we have this very wide stuff. We need to think about what's going on in there. Yeah, for some reason, when the drone saw me, it brought the attention of the other ones, but bullets going through, like you see, they're not reacting to it. I mean, let's check that out. Let's give it one try. I haven't done this before, but I know these walls, they have a physical material, and that stops the bullets going through the wall. And you can actually set it up so some walls let some bullets through, some walls just kind of hold them, so that's kind of interesting as well. You can make like stronger walls, what's the word, weaker walls and stuff. That's also kind of cool. So right here, if I shoot, let's see, bullets actually are stopped by the... There's a rocket launcher. That's kind of crazy. I want to have drones. Oh, wait. I thought that I added the socket for the rocket launcher. Jesus, okay. Let's add that right now, because I think I did that on my other project. So basically it's a rocket launcher is RL. We have RL in the spine and the right hand. Okay, so this one goes to Bellica's spine 3 because she doesn't have a spine 4. If you're copying sockets from one name to a different name, it goes back to the root, so you need to kind of like grab it and push it manually to socket 3 one by one, unfortunately. On right hand, we do have that, so we're gonna copy this right hand, right hand L R, go in there, and then we can adjust the position so it actually looks right. But that's just for the, so we can actually hold a rocket launcher. I want to have some drones with a rocket launcher. That will be super fun. Very scary drones. One of the things that most kind of interest me, it's boss fights and AI enemies. Now it holds it very weirdly. That's not how you're supposed to hold a rocket launcher. But at least it's on her shoulder, let's say. That looks kind of ridiculous. The thing is, I remember this material. For some reason, the bullets are not damaging the wall, but I remember, there you go. Yeah, you see, every time I hit the wall, it leaves a little kind of decal, which looks kind of funky. But that's what I want the bullets to do on the wall. And I want these kind of concrete pieces to fall down. That's very cool stuff. Yeah, this is a little bit superhero stuff, but so yeah, again, let's see what I got a little distracted here. Let's see what we have here. So we have this thing. Let's check the material. Okay, we have that material, and then do we have a physical material here? I believe it has to do with the physical material. Okay, yes. Let's see. We have material, override material. Nope, no physical material. I guess it's just a material. I'm not sure. I'm probably wrong here. Let's check. This template is called RPG Engine. It's a super awesome template, and that's what I'm using for my project. Very, very awesome template. Absolutely recommended from a guy called Weber. Alright, I think with this, bullet should not go through. Because that was very strange, the bullets going through the wall. Oh yeah, it's an expensive template. I think it's let's check it out. I got it in discount though. I think I need to go into a browser. since I already bought it, it's not gonna show me the price. RPG Engine Fab Store. I might need to go into it's $300, yeah. 127,000 colones. It's 260 $260 for personal license. Professional, $300. 260, and I got it for I think I got it for like $150 on discount. Yeah, very very good stuff. The developer updates this a lot. Like it really adds a lot of features. For example, like I'm friends with another friend of the developer, so I was like, hey, can you make a swimming system, because I want to have swimming. And he was like, yeah, let's do it. So he added swimming, which is amazing, because it's a really pain in the butt to add those, integrate stuff into the gasp animation sample and within the project and everything. You really need to know what's going on to do it. So he another thing I asked him, like, hey, I asked my other friend, can you make it so every mesh is traversable, so we don't need to use these yellow blocks, but we can do it on any other mesh? And he's like, yeah, and he started working on it. So we're gonna get that update very soon. That's super amazing, because I did it myself and it was very buggy. It was super buggy. For example, on the landscape, when it was like a high slope, I was just mantling where it was not supposed to mantle. So now we're gonna get it like properly made, and we're gonna get these collision channels, so we can decide what meshes we want to mantle on, what meshes we don't want to mantle on. That's gonna be amazing. And he's also gonna add climbing in the future, so you will be able to climb and do some very cool stuff with it. Where's the water here? There you go. There's a little pool, and this is like not perfect, but it's integrated. So now you can polish the animations, you can polish it, so it really fits your project. Oh no, 127k. That's colones, Costa Rican money, which is like 127k. It's 200. It's double in dollars. So 127k. It's, let's say, 130 to $60, kind of thing. So yeah, this is kind of cool, like being able to swim. This is Metal Gear Solid vibes for sure. Like I do want to have some crazy sewer system and stuff. I have some very cool water creature that I would like to add in the swamp. You cannot fight underwater, but it would be nice just to have it swimming around, just to like kind of like scare you off. Then if we get to shallow waters, you can fight the creature. I think that's that could be nice. All right, damn, it's been an hour 30. Oof, okay. We got some progress, but yeah, again, I need to apply the modularity principle and be like, yeah, I'm making all this to be different, it's gonna be very tough to fill in this space. I don't really need to fill all of this. We can have like areas here a little bit more wide open, so we can have some very cool kind of like lab-like. I do like that, like some kind of lab-like structures here, a little bit wider. So we step away a little bit from this labyrinth kind of thing. But I do wanna create a couple of modules so I can like copy paste and just like snap them together, because making this is really is taking a lot of time. For example, we have this rectangle room, so I can create a couple variations of that rectangle room. We have like what I call like the recharge room, where you can find resources and stuff, and create these modules so I can like reuse them, because it's really gonna speed up the thing. So yeah, for this area I was thinking just like a very quick block out. I was thinking some kind of like sci-fi cylinders. I know I have some of that around. Okay, modular sci-fi, is this the one? Yes. Okay, so cool. Yeah, that stuff. Okay, let's go a little bit bigger. Let's make it 10. That's too crazy. 5. Okay, this shape is very cool. Let's make it a cylinder. Okay, cool. I like that. I want to have some cylinders with some creatures and like, you know, floating some kind of liquid, your typical kind of like matrix looking like stuff. Alright. Let's okay, we have boxes. That's a huge box. Like what's going on with that? Is that meant to be let's see. Oh, okay. Perspective illusion right there. Is that meant to be a box or what is this? Some kind of like container kind of thing. Okay, that's kind of cool. It blocks a little bit. Okay, again, let's get some player perspective. I mean a scale. I should just drop a character and see what's up. I'm thinking like some kind of centerpiece, and then you go down and you have levels down. That could be cool. That's huge. Holy crap. Okay. That's a little bit too big. Yeah, this room is just way too crazy. It's kind of nice to have like big interior areas, but let's try to keep the scale a little bit more believable. Hey, thank you, Wicked. I appreciate it. Yeah, let's make this one a little bit smaller. So I was thinking, okay, we have the cone shape. Yeah, but maybe I need a cylinder. Okay, I think that's a good size. Let's push it somewhere here. Then I want another cylinder to be double the size. What's the best way to build this? This goes up. I've done this structure before, but I forgot. I think, yeah. 6. Probably booleans is what I need here. Up, nope. Need to unlock it, 1.5. Alright, so this needs to cut into that one, and that one needs to cut into this one, kind of thing. So let's make a copy. Let's make it huge, like 5, 10. Let's go 1, 2, model, boolean, gone. Nice, now we can actually see what's going on there. Right there. Okay, and then we need to cut this into that. So 1, 2, let's make it big, like 10. And then, is that cool? Maybe bigger, a little bit like that. And then 1, 2, boolean, gone, boop. Nice. Okay, this one, let's fill up the space a little. 1, 2, 3, gone, go down, up. Don't need that lower piece, actually we have the floor. That's kind of cool. So yeah, I need to step away from symmetry, but pivot point, something like that. Stairs, okay. We got a couple of stairs here. Stair. Jesus, am I spelling this right? This is not the full thing. Oh my god, yeah. This is the merged. Okay, whatever. Let's use the other one, which is model, create stairs. Okay, these stairs, we're gonna make them. Kinda need to figure out how big we want the stairs to be. Okay, let's make a break, kind of like this. Oh Jesus, okay. A little bit too crazy. I'm going to merge this into a new object. Yeah, that will be way easier to deal with. A pivot point, let's drop it down. Pivot point. Bottom, and then we're gonna align it with this position here. Paste right there. Alright, now we know. I guess these are aligned. Okay, yeah, feels like it. Okay. Oh, okay, we are snapping. Okay, get it right there. Again, this doesn't really matter. I want to flatten down these faces so we don't have this thing here. So let's edit those faces, and we're gonna get a right there. We're gonna get that. We're gonna get these and get rid of that. And I think we are good to go. We're gonna, oh no, we are selecting something wrong. Where is it? Oh, there you go. Just change to object, not world, and scaled. And let's try to get that distance, which might be 10. Good. Okay, we got some stairs. Pivot point, let's drop it again. Okay, that's kind of cool. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay, let's make a copy of this. Let's change it here. Now we're gonna do this little trick called pattern. To do that, we need to find the center. Which is, this works, so we're gonna get this pivot point and change it. So edit pivot, and we need to copy these values right there. Cannot do it all at once, for some reason it doesn't let me. So we're gonna copy those values. Now we're gonna go pattern, and we're gonna go circle, and we get this very cool stuff. We go into count, which is nice. Radius, we push it out a little bit. That's cool. Let's go. Yes. Now this looks like some crazy engine or something. Nice. Okay. These boxes, I feel like it might be too big. These are some kind of storage thing. Yeah, maybe a little smaller. Okay. How can we block the player view? What is this thing here? Some kind of artifact. Oh yeah, some modeling nonsense. It's whatever. I'm not sure why we got this sea fighting. We might. There's a duplicate right there for. Okay, yeah, that's the regional mesh. Okay, yeah. So yeah, these are modeling problems. That's a duplicate on top of each other. It doesn't really matter for now. Okay, this looks kind of interesting. It needs something that blocks the view around here, I guess. But also, it needs some verticality. So, what if? Yeah, let's just bring the catwalks that look very stretched, because they're stretched. All right, let's bring it. So, yep, I want to do the same thing. Is the height good enough? It's gonna look kind of strange. Because the height, is the height good enough for this to have a catwalk? Let's see. I'm not sure. Okay, let's try it out. Let's make a copy of that, change the instance. I'm not gonna change the pivot point this time. I'm gonna try it differently. I wanna see what the height is. Okay, that's the height. We're gonna copy the C value. Right there. Boolean operation to fix. This is kind of like blockout stages. I do have a bunch of very cool assets, so most likely this is just gonna get replaced. Let's see. Here, I wanna get these catwalks to go around this thing. Let me just double check that I'm not modifying the original. This is number 1. I'm modifying the original. That's a very big mistake, because that will modify the whole thing that I have going on in the other place. Modeling X-form pattern. Let's go radius huge. There you go. Okay. Oh, maybe like this. Okay, the thing here is, if we go 45, 90, that's good. Can I add more of it? Repetition, but in this, on this, no, I think I can't. I need to kind of like do it again, but change the radius so we can go closer. and go 90 degrees. Look, look. Change the radius. Oh my god, it's a little bit rough. Hey, oh. Something like that. And, well, yeah. Probably there's other ways to do this with a longer piece before actually doing the pattern. But whatever. Okay. So yeah, let's try to get another one of those. Yeah, let's get closer to the structure. Snap. Okay, a little bit more like this. Are we close enough? I don't think so. Maybe one last one. Also, it's kind of nice to have this separated. We can have more versatility. We can like change it. I don't really want to be touching it. That we can add like a ring so like workers can like get close to it and like do, you know, work on the structure, which is kind of like absolutely not designed to be this big. We got some Russian letters. Ostoroshno. Ostoroshno is like be careful, danger. Okay, let's see. All right, let's see what we got here. I don't really like it. Yeah, maybe a little closer, but not touching. But whatever. Yeah, it's just this is just for a blockout purposes to see if it works. That'll be cool. I feel like I need something to block the view. It's kind of hard to think on. I'm already jumping into like the art side of things, but some pipes. Some pipes that go into the structure, and you can see through the pipes. And there's some open areas, some closed areas. That could be interesting. Okay. Yeah, a bunch of pipes, so you need to kind of like hide. We need. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get it so you can like jump and grab yourself to the ledge. That's coming up. That's coming up soon. So I want to do the same on the other floor. So to do that, I can copy this thing. Go Ctrl B, find it, go Ctrl D to duplicate it. We change the instance, and then there's this trick where you can like go to modeling tools and grab the whole thing and move it. That will keep the pivot point where it's supposed to. Little technique, so I don't need to change the pivot point again. Let's say something around this. Change DSR to something else like FXAA to reduce light strength and effects that require transparency like fog. Even then, effect will still present. just reduced. Yeah, I need to try that out. I had another friend asking, recommending to change those settings because we got some serious ghosting. Yeah, like serious ghosting on like solid, just the arms of the character. Like, yeah. So I appreciate that. Let's see. Pattern. Then we're gonna go radius, and we're gonna push it somewhere here. And let's reduce the number. We don't need so many stairs, so let's just put 5. Okay, cool. Can we rotate on? There you go. So it goes. Something is wrong with my math. Go Control H. Oh, okay. So one has stairs, another one doesn't. Nope, we cannot rotate on that. I think I believe it's a 30. No. I was trying to get it just right there. Yeah, let's try it out. Let's see. You mean project settings? Mobile, huh? Maybe anti-aliasing, or I don't know how to pronounce that one. Aliasing. Okay, so it's on TAA, and you're recommending FXAA. Okay, let's try that. Oops, not landscape, but selection. So many errand layers. Yeah, I'm learning errand landscapes. Super powerful plugin, but I think I was trying to do something a little bit more complex. Probably not the right way. Main cause is volumetric fog. I think I'm not using volumetric fog. It's a very expensive. I do want to have a bunch of fog effects and stuff. There's this I kind of need to make a recording because I think it's way better. It does feel more like, yeah, I think it's a little nicer. Yeah, I think it's a little nicer, to be honest. Nice. Yeah, I need to make a recording and see one side to side. Alright, this is kind of cool. I think I don't. Yeah, I think I don't want this one. I want a ring that goes here. Closer to the structure. And again, I think that's not the way. to get this ring. Maybe I'm wondering, does it work like other programs where I can we need to select the loop. This is not so easy in Unreal, but I think I can select the edge loop like that. So if we make that smaller, oi, damn it. Okay, I think yep, something like that. Nice. Oh, nice. I didn't know that. Transparency. I'm gonna use a lot of transparency effects. Damn. So absolutely gonna get some issues there. Let's see, let's go pattern, radius right here. Rotate 90, I mean, yeah, 45 and 45. Oh wait, count 10. And it should snap. There you go. Something like that. Nice. Okay, I feel like again, yep, the same mistake I do all the time. Modifying the same instance. Oh no. Come on, be a little bit more soft. Damn. Okay, well that works. It feels wrong to have access to this catwalk right here. I want to push it up and make like a pyramid kind of double ramp on both sides. I like that. This is very symmetrical, so we need to start blocking some of these areas. It's just too symmetrical. It's kind of boring, predictable and boring. Something like that. And then here some kind of reactor. I do like that. Okay, so create box. Okay, let's make it. Let's keep it like that. Push it down. That's a little bit too big for what I thought. We might need the zigzag. Let's try it. What happens if I go up? something like this. Let's try to snap with control right there. So when you're snapping with Unreal, you wanna hold control, move, and find the target. A little bit weird from different from other programs. It took me a little bit to understand. So you control, you move, you find your target, snap. Very, very awesome. Like, I was super happy to find this out. Poof, snap. Cool. Nice. So here we're gonna get the edges right there, and we're gonna go 100 units, 200, 300, 400. I forgot how many we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does it feel walkable? I think so. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A little bit too steep. I think so. Also, I believe we can get this to be 1. Yeah, that feels a little bit nicer. Maybe another ramp that way. Whatever. Alright, again, I'm falling into unnecessary details. That's the problem. Okay, let's see what we got. Bunch of pipes blocking the view, bunch of verticals going around the circle, and the pipes are going to break the symmetry of this. It's steep, but it's alright. Yeah, a lot of pipes here, so you cannot have access to everything. We do need to restrict the player a lot, because if not, it's just boring. Why do we have this change in angle? What is going on with this piece? Huh. Alright. Okay, it starts looking interesting. This dash, it's a little bit too crazy. Like, yeah, she's able to even fly and stuff. Like, what? I had this glitch effect, and then she slides a little bit too much. I had this glitch effect, very cool, but I kind of like broke the Niagara effect. I don't know how. Need to get that working. Alright, so let's do the same things. Radial for this. To do that, let's try to get this pivot point. So modeling, X-form, pattern. Looks crazy, but I forgot the pivot point. The pivot point, let's get this location. Unfortunately, I need to copy it one by one. The C value doesn't really matter, but let's get it. Now pattern, 45, 90. What? Okay, yeah. We do need to give it a little twist. Jesus, where is it? 5? No, that's not the one. Mm, no, no, no. Start angle. No. Angle. No, 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 no. Okay. If that doesn't work, we can try something different. I believe probably you can do this with the radial tool, just need to figure out the math, but whatever. We're gonna do it manually. Not so bad. Okay. That's kind of cool. Oh, now it looks like some kind of like amusement park, kind of like a thing that spins around. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay. Again, it's the radial symmetry that makes it look boring. It's time to break it. Crazy pipes going around. And we don't need so many of these. We can take out some of them. Let's see what shape can we do. We can leave almost like a radiation sign here, like just these two and these two and these two, meaning that we can take out this. Okay, we need to separate that. So if we take this these three, it's gonna look way different. But again, it has that radial symmetry effect. It does look like one of those things. Alright, so what we got? We got 2 hours 15 minutes. Yeah, what tomorrow is? It's Friday. Okay. I should probably go get dinner and go play some Forever Winter. I really like that game, but I got work tomorrow. Yeah, I should probably take it easy. All right, we're getting somewhere here. And again, I need to restrict the view a little bit, restrict the player a little bit, and break the symmetry, and it's gonna look way more interesting. Bunch of cables hanging around from the ceiling and stuff, sparks and drones flying. Again, just thinking about the environment art instead of like the actual design of things. I appreciate it, Sci Fi. Yeah, I've been focusing on the environment art of things, even though I'm just like, kind of like throwing a bunch of already made assets. I've been focusing a lot on the looks of things. Now I'm trying to like really think about the level design, what enemies I'm going to have, what missions I'm going to have, you know, doing the game part of things. Because for some people, maybe because I'm a 3D artist and it's like the making things look beautiful. Since I always been making like beautiful renders and like a beautiful cinematics or like animation stuff, it's kind of like my thing. But actually, like the playable thing, it's such a different approach. Like you really need to think differently. It's like I don't need to focus on how it looks, it's just how it works. And it's kind of hard for an artist to switch that thought process and be like, okay, let's forget about lighting, let's forget about detail, let's just try to make a nice flow. Where are the enemies, how is this gonna work? So I'm really trying to switch my mindset to that. And then we can, like, when we have something that feels good, we can really make it look beautiful. And I'm gonna have a lot of fun doing that, knowing that we have something functional. That's the goal. This could be even. It will be very interesting to have this shape. Is it like this? Can I get that loop? Come on. We need that loop selection. Like double click on that edge and give me the loop. I need that, like Maya or Blender. I know it's coming. It will be super nice to have an angle. But also a drop is cool because we have stairs. Stairs are too close to the thing. Here we could probably get rid of those. Again, like these details, we don't need to focus on that right now. Thinking about some kind of like not sewer system, but like some kind of like grill here on the edges. Again, thinking about how to make it look nice. Okay. But yeah. Definitely gonna make this ground go down so we can appreciate a little bit of the structure. Oof. Am I running out of video memory? I guess we messed up the textures, yeah. But I'm not getting the error. Yeah, it's gonna be nice to have this bunch of like empty land, and some crazy drones around. But I want areas very packed with detail, like very like a maze. Let's see what Game Master is saying. I don't even know what language that is. Hello, how can I find a job through Unreal? No job accepts me. Can you be my guide? How to find a job through Unreal? I do work with Unreal in my office job. I do renders for the automobile industry. Like I render cars. It's very tough to find a job in 3D, to be honest. Like I get hired as a freelancer. Yeah, this is zero gravity. I get hired as a freelancer for like 3 months, 4 months, and then I get a couple of months off, and then I get another freelance job totally unrelated to the agency that I'm working with now. So it's tough. Like to be honest, I think I never had a full-time job before. Maybe in one office for like 6 months, but I mean nothing serious. Like yeah, being a 3D artist is rough. To be honest. And now with AI, which I'm super excited about, it's gonna be tough. Definitely, if you wanna get a job, I will get into animation, because animation, I mean AI is also doing animation now, but you still need that human refinement. You know, if you do motion tracking or whatever, you need to like fine tune that stuff. Get into blueprints, logic, yeah, rigging, character rigging. Oh, there's already tools for that. It's yeah, yeah, it's getting rough. It's getting rough, to be honest. I'm not sure, but I don't want to demotivate people. Like, I believe that it's getting tougher to get a job, to work for somebody else, but it's getting easier to make bigger projects yourself with a smaller team. So it's kind of like, it's more like it's time to make very cool stuff with very small teams. I think it's time to really make your own thing, which is tough. You know, I understand, like, you need to pay your bills, you need to have some kind of like some resources to like do that risky move and stuff, but it's kind of interesting. Like, now you can do like very cool stuff with a small team. It's very impressive. I'm very excited about that. So yeah, that's kind of like what I'm trying to think about when I see all these crazy tools. Whoa, something happened. Yeah, I think I probably need to reload the project or something, or use the console command for virtual, how do you say, to add more memory to the textures. So yeah, I don't know. It's a hard topic, to be honest. I'm a 3D generalist, so I know a little bit about everything, but I'm not good at one specific thing. So it's kind of strange. But yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be very, very interesting this couple of years. Well, technologies are gonna get like very, very, very cool. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. Hey Nico, our streaming pool size, let's go crazy, like 8,000. I probably messed up the command. But yeah, usually I kind of like, damn, so many projects. Oh my god. Is it this one? Yeah. Unreal Sense storage. What? Okay. Oh, okay. Using port. Okay. That's the advanced session stuff to make it Steam co-op. Do you not find it hard to compete with the gold market, since people offer the same services for almost 1% of the going rate in Western countries? Yeah, it's kind of funny. Like, it's a complicated topic. One thing that people, some companies, Western companies, they like to work with people who have the same time. How do you say this? The same. I forgot how to say that in English, but people who have similar time, people that are on the same kind of like time schedule, that makes things way more easier for meetings and so on. And they also want to work with countries that have similar legal laws, so you can time zones. There you go. They want to work with countries that have similar legal. What's the word? Damn! I need to get my dinner. I'm running out of juice. Running out of energy. So for example, here in Costa Rica, if I'm working for the United States or Canada, if I do some like stupid stuff like sharing some like confidential 3D assets, I work with cars, right? So if I share one of these cars that I'm working with, they can like sue me, like, and they can find me, and they can like seriously, like, I can get in some serious trouble. But if I were in like for example some east how do you say that, like for example Russia or India or I don't know, some other country like that, maybe China. Well, I don't know how things are in China, but like it's gonna be way harder to sue somebody and say like, hey, you messed up and do this and that. So just that makes these companies want to work with people that are in the same time zone and share the same kind of laws, so they are more approachable in that sense. And also there's the trust kind of thing, where if you charge less for something, it's like buying anything, right? Like for example, if somebody's selling you some kind of like I don't know, some kind of service for like very cheap, you might be like, why is it so cheap, right? It's kind of interesting, like psychology, right? But when you pay like a certain amount of money, you are like, I think that if he charges that and he has consistent clients, I think he's gonna deliver something that matches that amount of money. So it's tough to talk about these things, to be honest. But yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very excited with 3D. I can't wait for AI to be able to write blueprints and to be able to like write C++ code, which is gonna be crazy. I know it's gonna be buggy and it's gonna be tough. It's just gonna be a mess, but it will be so nice. Like, can you design me a drone NPC that does this and that? And you give this AI your project, and it analyzes the whole project, and it understands how your character is set up, how the health and the whole thing is set up, and he's like, all right, let's do this, and creates this thing, and you just drop it in the level, and it's like, whoa, damn. And it might not be the most optimized or the best written code ever, but it works, and you're like, what? For an artist to have that, Jesus, I would love to. I know it's coming very soon. There are already some kind of like tools that help you with code, but nothing like too crazy now. So that'll be fun. Instead of having this drone attached to an invisible human. That's kind of funny. I wanna make it explode. Okay, I have 2 of them. Oh. Alright, these drones getting harder. This is the medium AI. those are tough. These are based on the Lyra Epic Games project. That's kind of funky if you look it up close. But anyways, doesn't matter as long as it's optimized. The lighting, it's there's no logic behind this lighting. It's just me trying to fill up the space with some light to be able to see. So yeah. Yeah, let's see what happens with this. Kind of cool to be working on something like interactive. Yeah, I'm gonna try to finish this level that I have here in the frame, and then yeah, I'm gonna test it with some friends. So this RPG engine has a multiplayer. It's a multiplayer template that works with the Advanced Sessions Steam plugin. I do have some builds right here, and I already have mine uploaded to Steam. I think I'm not logged in this one. Wait. Jesus, okay. Yeah, I think I'm not logged in this computer. I got Windows 11 a couple of days ago, so I need to get all of that stuff. So you can like your typical create session, host session. I mean, you can like host a session, or you can join to a friend who is hosting. Yeah, this menu is kind of funny. So yeah, I'm trying to build as much as possible to be to test as much as possible, so I don't get like weird errors. For example, I was on my other project. Let's say it's the same project, but of another version of this project. I was using a lot of level instances, and Jesus, it was just a mess to build that stuff. Okay, yeah, this is an very old build, but yeah, it's building pretty good. So the idea is to finish this level, make a couple of quests, and test it multiplayer with my friends and see. I still don't know how to change the difficulty on the amount of players. That's something I need to figure out. Maybe we can spawn more enemies based on the players. The stealth is kind of ridiculous. It's like, hey dude, like I'm here, like what the hell? Yeah, I need to work on the stealth so it actually detects me, and I need to be able to walk a little bit slower when it's on stealth mode, because it makes no sense to be able to run. It could be like Alien and the Predator, or I'm not sure if I pronounced it that one right. But again, like the character is just too overpowered. We need to make him like the Forever Winter, just very, very weak compared to the other enemies. So you need to actually go stealth and try to avoid enemies, instead of just going like Rambo, like Superman, just killing everything. But yeah, Alright, let's leave it here. Next step is going to be to do some modular little rooms, little blocks like this, so I can like fill in the space and start from there. Because just doing it like this is gonna take a lot of effort. I'd rather just start building some modular rooms so I can like snap them. Actually, the scale of this is totally wrong. It's super small. It's kind of ridiculous to walk around here. Need to fix that. Alright, but I think that's gonna be it for now. Hopefully tomorrow I will continue. There was something else I wanted to do, but I forgot. Sand, storm. Okay, well, that's not a calm sandstorm. Oof, I cannot even see. This is the fog that I need to change. On the weather. Totally forgot how to do this. Yeah. Somewhere around there. Oh yeah, oh yeah. What it was? Dust density contribution. Yeah. Chill out. Right there. Yeah, but let me just take a screenshot because I know I'm gonna play with this one a lot. Right there. Yeah, I do want to have a bunch of fog effects, weather effects, changing weather. That will be super awesome. That's gonna be awesome because now that I have the desert separated from the swamp, it's gonna be way easier to have this I mean, I can already see this looking like the Forever Winter. Obviously, like, I mean, I don't have. I mean, I don't have the experience those developers have, but I mean, that's the goal. Really doing some like, maybe not so destroyed like Warzone kind of thing, but going for that amount of detail. I mean, some destroyed areas might be fun. It's just the amount of I don't know, little things they got, like volumetrics and little fire here, lights there, cables there, boom boom boom. It just like, I love the environments from Forever Winter, like. And it's funny because I only played like 4 levels or something, and they have like I don't know, like 10 or more, probably more than 10. Very cool stuff. Yeah. We got some pools here, but we do need something underneath. Yeah, this is gonna look very nice. This wall looks ridiculous, like just a door right there. Makes no sense. Okay. I do love the silhouettes right here, the crane and stuff. The skies are crazy. It's just like, yeah, it's funny, like I'm just copying the Forever Winter now. But yeah, that's it. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.